Hey guys, this is Chris and welcome to your Business Bud. On this video, I'm going to be sharing to you the first productivity secret that millionaires do. And by the way, if this is your first time on this channel and you're interested in making huge amount of money online by acquiring money-making habits, consider subscribing to this channel and hitting that bell icon because I'm going to be sharing tips and strategies to help you do that because together we can. How bad do you want to get the job done to be able to convert the time you have into actual results? Do you feel that nowadays there are so much things to be done like you're overwhelmed? There are so much stuff on your to-do list that you can't seem to get through. Well, we're going to be solving that problem on this video. Imagine if you could just earn back 1 hour every single day. What's that going to do with your life over 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years period? I'll share with you some millionaire secrets on how to master the art of doing more in less time so you have more time to do what you love and enjoy doing. Imagine that you have a bank account that receives a deposit of $86,400 every morning when you wake up, and this account carries no balance from day to day. That means it allows you to keep no balance, and every evening it cancels whatever part of your balance you fail to use in that day. My question to you is this: what would you do? You would draw out every single dollar each day, right? You will spend it all. You know what? We all have this kind of account, and it's called time. Every morning when you get up, it credits you with 86,400 seconds, and every night when you sleep, it writes off as lost whatever time you fail to use wisely, and it carries over no balance from day to day. Does that make sense? So, you do have that account. It's a time bank. It allows you no overdraft. You cannot borrow against yourself or use more time than you have. Each day, the account starts fresh, and each night, it destroys any unused time. Now, if you fail to use the day's deposit, the time that you have, it's your loss. You cannot appeal to get it back. Now, what would you do if you think of your time that way? You will not gonna waste any single minute, right? So, the first millionaire productivity secret is return on the time invested, or ROTI. This is very important. As an investor, we have ROI, and that is the usual term, right? We talk about return on investment a lot. In productivity, ROTI is the right term to have in mind. It means that every activity that you do, any task that you make, you have to ask yourself, what's my return? What's my return on my time invested? Is there even a return doing this thing, accomplishing this task, or is it just because I am busy? You better note this down. Busyness is also a form of laziness. How many people do you know who are very busy but they don't get any shit done? They're very busy. They always like, oh, I'm so busy, man. I'm working on this. I'm attending a lot of meetings. I'm going back to people. I'm making this call. But what's the result? At the end of the day, that is the most important thing. Results. What's the return on time invested? Just because you're splashing in the water doesn't mean you're swimming. Yes, you're making a lot of splash, but it doesn't mean you're going anywhere. And sometimes, some people, they like to keep themselves busy to kind of almost fool themselves as being productive. Why is that? It's because they want to feel important instead of actually be important. A lot of times, people use busyness as a disguise, like almost a way to escape, a way out, instead of focusing on what is important. A lot of entrepreneurs are like that, by the way. You ask them what are you working on, and they'll say a gazillion things they are doing, but when you narrow it down, like out of those things, what produces results? Now they're like, well, I don't know really. They tend to focus on a lot of stuff instead of just focusing on what is really important. So are you busy but you don't feel like you're making progress that you want, or you're not being productive enough? But what does productivity have to do with making money? Do you know what this has to do with making money? This has to do with everything. Because how you use your time ultimately determines how much money you're gonna make. Period. Think about Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Jack Ma, millionaires, billionaires. We all have the same amount of time, right? We have the same 24 hours a day as them. We all have 52 weeks a year, and we all have 365 days in a year. We have the same amount of time. The difference between them and us is how they use their time, meaning their output. What they are able to get done within their period of time. That's the only difference. Time is probably the only avenue where all of us are equal. It is a level playing field. It's not like, oh, he is Bill Gates, he actually have 36 hours in a day. No, he has the same 24 hours. So, when you understand this concept, you will view time differently. I have two questions for you. First, do you know what your time is worth right now? And second, do you know what your time needs to be worth? If you don't have a clue, like probably most of the people out there, I'll share with you a simple formula, a simple number that will change your life. This is the number that I'm thinking every single day. So let's figure this out for you. What is the amount of money you would like to make in a year? Say your annual income goal. Let's just say exactly 365 days from now, how much you would like to earn. Pick any number. There's no big or small, no right or wrong. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just think of something that is realistic for you. Write it down. For the sake of this discussion, so I can explain it fully to you, let's use $100,000. If you want to make more than that, just change the number, that's fine. But for now, let's use 100 grand, which is a very good number to start. So think about, let's say you work 8 hours a day, times it by 220 days. Because you and I, we need some time off too, right? That is 8 hours multiplied by 220 days. That gives you 1,760 hours. 1,760 hours. Are you with me so far? Good. So what we want to do is we want to take your income goal, which is $100,000, divide that by 1,760 hours. That gives you about $57. But this is not your magic number yet. I want you to take that number and multiply that by 3. Now, why do I need to times that by 3? Why? Because, let's be honest, we're not always productive. There's no way you can be productive for 8 hours a day for 220 days a year. So I want to give you a tougher number. You know what I mean, right? Sometimes you're working on something important, then you get distracted. You check your email or you receive notification of a new friend request on Facebook or new videos on YouTube or new movie on Netflix. You check it out and before you know it, you wasted an hour on those things. Which is completely normal, especially on the kind of technology that we have right now. To compensate with that, it is why we want to multiply the value we put on the hour by 3. So, if you want to make $100,000 by the end of the year, your time should be worth about $170 per hour. So, ask yourself, is what you're doing right now worth $170 an hour? You want to be a millionaire? Add another 0 on this number. Each hour you work, you want to be earning $1,700 if you want to be a millionaire. Think about it. Whatever you're working on right now, is it worth $170 an hour? So anything that's not worth $170 an hour is actually costing you money. I'll give you an example. Let's say mowing your lawn. You might say, I don't want to hire people to mow my lawn. I can do it myself instead of paying $10 to someone else. I'll just do it. I want to save $10. No, you didn't save $10. That thing just cost you $170 because your time must be worth much more than that. Do I make sense? When you know this number, suddenly there's a lot of shit you cannot do. You cannot afford to do. That will change your perspective on things. You cannot be like, oh, I want that income, but you're not changing your hourly rate. I know someone who would drive 2 hours just to go to a cheaper supermarket to buy a few stuff that might save him probably $5 to $10 at the most. He doesn't value his time. Do you know people like that? They think they are saving money, but no, it is costing them money. So, learn to value your time more. Again, your time is worth $170 an hour, or even more. I will share more millionaire productivity secrets to you on my next video, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you will know when it's ready. And if you find this video helpful, give it a little thumbs up and share your thoughts on the comment section down below. So until then, thank you for watching and I see you on the next video. Bye for now.